Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. So we have lots of news today. There is a significant news, and I will share my screen. Okay, just let me know before we begin if you can see my screen, you can see me, you can hear me. Yep, okay, very good. So the first news is that Zoho released their all new unified Zoho One interface, and that's now on early access. If you wait a bit, you will get it by default in a few weeks or few months. If you want to have access to it, we can get you access as long as we are your Zoho partner, because only the Zoho partner can represent his clients. And I'm going to share with you a link to this PDF that is summarizing basically all the new changes and everything that you can do with that. Of course, I will also produce a video later on in the next few days about the Zoho One interface. But the bottom line, with this new interface, you can have all your web in Zoho One. So you can have different links to different applications. They can be opened inside of the interface. You can have different dashboards. You can create, basically Zoho One will become the only place that you need to go, which I think it's very, very exciting. So let me drop some links. So link number one that I'm dropping in the chat right now, that will be for the PDF that you see here. And the second link that I will drop is in case that you like us to ask Zoho to add you for the early access, you just need to click on the link that I just shared, and this is the link. Just provide us your name and the super admin email. It's important that it's a super admin, otherwise Zoho cannot recognize your account. And once you fill it, we will get it on our side. Once a day, we'll send Zoho all the email addresses. Usually with those feature release, we're getting hundreds and hundreds of requests. So once a day, we'll just collect all of them and send to Zoho for the early release. If we are your Zoho partner, we can represent you. If we are not your Zoho partner, you can ask your existing Zoho partner. And if you don't have a Zoho partner and you need one for that or need someone to take care of you, on our website, there is a link on our amazingbusinessresults.com. You go to the bottom and there is here a link how to add that as your Zoho partner, which is a relatively quick process. So this is number one. I think it's very cool. And lots of cool stuff will happen from here, from that point, because now Zoho has more abilities to customize their Zoho One to be a place that you can just live on. The second thing that I like to talk about is Zia. I don't have this version right now. I hope to get it by now, but I didn't. But I will tell you what you can expect out of it. So let's say that you have emails coming in. Once you hover the email, you will have here a button and it will be email summary. And Zoho will grab the email that you just received. It will summarize it for you. So if it's a long email, Zoho will be able to tell you what is the sentiment of the email, what is the bottom line. So I think it's cool. Just again, I'm not saying don't read your clients' emails, but sometimes you're in a hurry and you just want to know positive, negative, accepted the offer, didn't accept, just the sentiment. And I think it's cool. You will also have some more abilities. Once you will over it, you can reply from here, you can do more things. So they're just improving the way that they are managing the emails, the inline emails. Also very, very nice. And the last thing I want to show you, we did some experiments and that was very cool. So we have our contact us page and we had this form. Now, we have all the time, we have clients complaining that they're getting spam. Now, our form is a Zoho form. So this is a Zoho form behind the scene, and we don't get spam. So we try to convert, we changed our form to contact 7, which is a very, very common contact form. It's part of, it's a plugin for WordPress, very, very common, probably the most common in the world. And once we changed it to contact 7, we started to get massive amount of spam. And we tried to play with also the reCAPTCHA, which this is the best anti-spam CAPTCHA in the world. It belongs to Google. And we try version 2, version 3, we try different things. We still got spam. And I think the main contact forms, such as Contact 7 and all the big brands, I think spammers just target them and not your website. So they have a way to crawl the web, locate who is using Contact 7 and on those type of systems and just target them. So anyway, I think if you're suffering from spam, stop spending money and trying, that your web developer will stop it, because probably is not able to. And the problem is the plugin that you use, and just switch it to Zoho forms in the backend. And as you can see here, we can have the form as part of the website in a nice way without compromising the design. So that's also something that is doable. Again, very cool. I like all those experiments. It's great. We got some questions, some good questions on our forum this week. One question was, when you are integrating your email for the first time, the question was if the emails are being synced from day one, basically going backwards to 10 years ago, or it's starting from now on. And the answer is that it's starting from day one. Whenever you do this integration, whatever you have in your mailbox will integrate back into Zoho CRM, and that will capture everything. The next question was if this integration needs to be done for every user in the company. And the answer is yes. Every employee in the company that has CRM access will need to click on Get Started and will need to integrate the email by himself. Otherwise, his emails will not be synced. And also when he will send emails, those will be sent from the Zoho CRM public IP. And therefore, there is a chance it will go to promotional email or spam. So this is a critical move. I will also add in addition that the email authentication is a must. Every person that has Zoho CRM must have email authenticated. Must. It's not optional. And also when you do it, most people are verifying just the first one. So you're just verifying the code, but not the validate records, because it takes a little bit more work. And therefore, 50% of the authentication, it's like 0. So they're missing it and their emails go to spam, and it's a shame, So this is something that it's a must, and we can help you with it, or any other Zoho partner out there. It takes like half hour, 1 hour to complete the verification. So it's a quick thing to do. Let's see, we have some questions coming in. Robert, let me open your mic. Okay, Robert, your mic is on.
Okay, are you hearing me?
I can. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. And yourself?
Very good. It's all awesome.
Lots of news all of a sudden.
Lots of news. I have lots of more stuff, but we'll keep it
something good every time.
They are crazy. They are adding so much functionality. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm really excited about them bringing it all together under the Zoho one window. One thing my question was just about, if you just from what you've seen, so you've had a chance to take a look at it, I take it.
Yeah, I worked with it for the past 5 months or so.
Oh, okay. And would you describe like for a learning curve? Would you suggest like putting a few weeks aside, or is it just
No,
just
it's
very familiar?
It's quick. It's quick. It's nothing. I think it's a cool addition that everything is now becoming more in one place. But I will create a video explaining each one of the features that they added. I will just do it later on. I'm just drowned with work. We opened a US branch and we just swamped with projects. So
great.
We'll try to do it this week.
Sweaty great.
Yes.
One of the things that just occurs to me with that is with the new interface, do you still have to go in? I know that like in CRM and campaigns, and I'm sure it's in other places too. Zoho One. In your account, you had to go in and set DNS settings for each of your, for each of these individuals. Do you get to do it just once, or
you will enjoy the same thing also with the new one?
Oh, okay.
It's the same.
Okay. Well, I think I've got everything set up so far, but I just spent the last couple of days.
I hope that one day they will have one place that you need to set up it and that's it.
It would be
I don't
kind of
like
nice,
it.
but
it consumes too much time.
There's little sort of like the information that's given of how to set it up is, I just haven't found it's inaccurate, and but I eventually, after a few hours, figure my way around it. But anyway, that's another story. Another story.
And just one thing,
yeah.
Here it says email authentication, for example, and when you click here, it says add domain.
Yeah,
but it's not really domain; it's an email address.
Yes.
So they have those small things that the wording need to be changed. And here it says add domain. So is it an email or domain? But it's an email in this case, but it's different between every application. So
yeah. Well, what I found so far is, you sort of have to approach it with a bit of a smile, with the idea that eventually I'm going to get this sorted out.
That's right.
It may not work the first 5 or 6 times, but after that, suddenly I'm going to figure it out.
I'm with you. That's right. But again, bottom line, it's a great system. Yeah.
So I had 2 little small things that I was wondering about. One was about like fields. Like I'm doing I'm reorganizing how I list my contacts right now, and I'm wondering if there's a simple way to distinguish between preset fields, things that that Zoho have popped in there, and custom fields, little things that I've added in. I'm wondering if there's like
if you have a way to know which one is yours, which one is
because I've got enough sort of preset things in there now that I'm starting to starting to wonder, do I have to set up a flow for this or not, or do I have to edit something, or is it going to work automatically? Yep.
The black fields will be the default fields. The red ones will be yours.
Oh, there we go. That is super simple. Yep. I've noticed the colors too, and I was wondering what it's about.
Custom is red.
Thank you. There's one last thing I ran into last week, which was I found none of my. I found that my my email was suddenly down. It wasn't working anymore. And with a bit of digging around and stuff, I discovered that there's a little rule that if you're not using your email within Zoho, there's a sort of like a time limit, and they'll pause your service.
If you're not using any application for, I think, 90 days or 120 days, something like that, any application, they will suspend it because it's obviously taking resources from their server for someone that is not using it.
Right. Okay. Because I mean, I've been using Zoho all the time, but I've been doing all my email through Google, through Gmail, and
but you
anyway,
can open it again. You can open your mail again, right? It's just going to like a free version, right?
Yeah, I've got it all back up and running, and I'm thinking that like one of the steps I want to do further down the line is to start using emails through Zoho. At least check it out and see what the difference is between that and Gmail.
Yep.
But I guess I was just wondering if you knew of any, if there was any way around that, or if that's just kind of like a hardwired thing they've got in there that, if you're not using their email within the Zoho interface for a certain amount of time, then
we know about it. It's not only email; it's every application. Let's say that you have some applications that you didn't use. You subscribe to Zoho project, but you never really used it. After a few months, I don't know exactly the number, but after a few months, they will send you an email that you are not using Zoho projects. If you want to keep it, just start using it. If you are not going to use it, we're going to cancel it. But that's okay. But that makes sense.
I guess it was just some kind of glitch or something I ran into because I use campaigns and CRM daily, and then all of a sudden one day, it wasn't working. But I got it all back again and everything. Okay,
Good.
no, that's my everything. Thank you for all your great news.
No problem. Thank you, Robert. Have a good one.
And you, okay, take care.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Okay, next is Mr. Alexi. Alexi, your mic is open.
Good morning, Lior.
Morning, everyone. Sir. How are you?
I'm good. Since you're lacking for questions, I'm going to get a few in a row until you stop me.
Sure.
If you go to Canvas Builder.
Yes, sir.
By the way, they added a few more templates.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
So my first very simple question is,
they went live, by the way, yesterday. So now it's open for everyone.
Okay. Yeah. If you see on the left side, they added just a few more. There were probably a couple of fewer, but at least when I saw it. My first question is this. So when I try to create a Canvas view and I clicked on a template, and then I try to save this without any modification, just to test it out.
Okay.
It would not save for me.
Yes, you need to make at least one modification, I think.
Got you. So that's one simple question that explains it, makes total sense. That's one. Second, because it does change the standard view, does it also replace standard, or it creates an alternative view? Because what if something didn't work and I wanted to go back or switch between the looks? And can I have more than one Canvas view at a time, or no, I will have to select one from the ones I created?
Great question. Let me show you. So when you're saving a Canvas view, okay, I'm clicking on save. Yeah. Now I will have here the Canvas assignment. I can assign it to specific profile. So you will have here, for example, let's say that every administrator in the system will see now the test view that I just created, this Canvas.
Yeah.
And people that are in standard profile will see the regular one.
Fantastic.
Okay, so let's go there and let me show you how you can switch between views. So now I have this new view.
Yes.
If I will scroll down, you see that you have here what you want to see.
Okay.
And now I can go to standard view and it will be like before.
Thank you so much. So this is fantastic. Another question, and it also answered my other question, how I can assign different views for other users. And can there be more than one canvas view or just one
Yes.
in addition to standard? Okay, good.
You can have as
I
many
just
as
save
you
it under
want.
different name.
We have, for example, one view for sales that we see only the sales related, and we have one for customer service that have completely different views.
Perfect.
So we you can play with it.
Okay. Final question about Canvas Builder.
Yes.
When you go into Canvas Builder, by default, when you pick any view from template, it shows you certain fields. And when you go through them and it says all fields, if you click on all fields on the top, the tab, the third tab, all fields.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. When I scroll down, I don't see some of my fields that I created, but it does not mean that I cannot add them here, correct?
Yes, you can edit whatever you want.
Gotcha.
Even you can control the edit, clone, delete, whatever you want can be controlled from here.
Right, but what my question is, because I have a lot of additional fields that I don't see in this all fields view. This all fields view is just a sample, right? I'm managing it based on my fields.
Yes, you can remove fields, you can add fields. It's just a template.
Okay, understood. Thank you. Moving on quickly to a very quick question about CRM.
Yes.
And when you go to any CRM module, let's call it the contacts. When you go into the contact itself, in my case, I have different users of the system. And I have, for example, send document via Zoho sign, and I have another button that was specifically created, send certain documents.
Those are the fields, the buttons that we created for you to send the documents.
So right, on the top right-hand side there. And then one is, if you click on those three dots, then one we created within that option. I need some of them being available to other users in the company. Is there a menu I can pick up? How do I authorize it? Where do I go to select what other users should view and should not?
When you click on the small drop down, it says manage buttons.
Yes.
When you click on it, you will see the different buttons that were created. In my case, I have two different buttons.
Right.
If this is the button, send NDA, for example, is the button that you like to give access to more people, you click on set permission, and here you can add more profiles.
Okay.
That's it.
I see. So it is based on the user profile, and then perfect. So got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then question about Zoho Forms, if I may.
Of course. Let's do last one because we started to get some more questions.
Absolutely.
So Zoho Forms, yes, sir.
Okay. I have, we have a lot of forms created, and they are currently under my forms.
Yes.
I shared some forms with other user.
Okay.
But both during the process of sharing and after having shared the forms, they now disappeared from the shared forms list. So, for example, if when I try to share with all users within the organization, for example, if I clicked on all users, it, for example, doesn't have, you see how you see notify and you see search email address field? For me, it doesn't have it. It just says notify users, but there is no place to enter email. That's why I had to go to specific users. In there, I was able to select a user I needed to provide access to.
Yes.
However, and they received an email, and I checked what I need them to do with the forms, view and submit, or just view, or whatever option there is. But the problem was that after you go to all forms, like home button, where it shows you all forms, and I clicked on shared forms, it has no forms in there.
So
why is that?
I will explain. It's a bit awkward the way that they created this whole system, for me anyway. Maybe for other people it makes sense. If you go, first of all, what I found in the share, you have here two options: modify form and view and submit. For example, view and submit gives you nothing. You can just use the form as a user. So this is option number one. Option number two, the modify form, gives you the ability to play with the settings and little bit with the builder. But if, for example, you want to change the integration or do more sophisticated things, you can't. So it's still a problem that only one user can do everything. Now, when you are sharing with someone, on your side, it will stay in your forms.
I see.
But the other side will see in shared forms. So the shared forms is not really what you shared, which that's what I understand from this button.
Got it.
It's really the other side will click on shared forms and he will see it.
So it should be shared with me, like Google Drive or whatever.
Yes,
final question here
correct.
then. If I select modify form function, the other person will have access to entries submitted to each form or no? Only
yes.
Okay, perfect. That's what I need to resolve.
Yeah,
Thank you so
need
much.
the modify option, and then he will see the all entries. Otherwise, he won't see it.
I figured that much, but thank you so much.
Thank you, Alexi. Okay, we have today very good questions. And next we have Jaye. Let me open your mic. Okay, Jaye, your mic is open.
Hello, Lior. How are you?
Good. How are you today?
I'm well, thank you. So you saw my question?
Not yet. Do you want me to read it or you want to talk about it? Up to you.
I can read it, I guess.
Okay.
So yeah, the owner has given me a task to find a solution to manage a list of subcontractors. We have to be able to categorize them by service location and also by services they offer so that we can search and also potentially associate with deals or accounts. So any suggestion would be appreciated because I have no idea.
Let's do it slowly. I'm an old man. Okay, so we have here, we need subcontractors, right?
Yes.
Good. Those subcontractors will have locations.
Yes. Across the country.
Is it one location per subcontractor or one or more?
It could be one or more, and there could be overlap. And they also have different specializations.
So you're something like a service company.
Yes, that's a part of the work, yes.
Okay, so we have what specialty? So we have the specialties, we have location, what else?
Categorize them by service and services they offer so we can search and associate with deals / accounts.
Okay, let's call it services. Okay. Two options. I used to have in the past an appliance repair company. I ate buckets of shit because of this this hierarchy. I still taste it right now. So I will tell you your two options. One option is to create, and that will be for the subcontractors. Are those vendors?
They could be buying product they're probably buying product from us. Most likely they will be buying product from us and then
so they're
working
contacts.
Yeah,
if they're buying stuff, their contacts.
Yeah, okay. Accounts. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Account or yes, sure. Accounts or contacts. Yeah. And do you need to capture this information, the locations and services, and do what with it? What's the bottom line?
We need to, I'm reading this again to myself. so that we can search and associate with the deals, so that we can say, okay, we need to find the contractor that services this area and does this specialty type of work, and associate them with this deal, so that when we put the whole project together,
Okay.
that's the deal.
And do you need to create some kind of reporting later on?
Yes.
Mm,
Ideally, there's always, reporting is always good, because we have to go back to the manufacturer that we supply the distribute the product for, and be able to show them who we're using, what we're using, all that kind of stuff. Be able to go back and, yeah, definitely searchability. Okay, so you're in deals.
Okay. So I went to a deal,
Mm-hmm.
and option number 1 is to have a multi-select.
Mm-hmm.
How many locations do you have? More than 500?
It potentially could be. It's nationwide.
Okay. So that's easy. You have one option. We will need to go with a multi-select lookup.
Okay.
And first of all, you will need to create a module named areas or locations, and you will need to load all the locations there.
Okay.
You will need to create another module named services, and you will need to load all the services there, or maybe you will use the products module. And when you will have those two modules, you will grab the multi-select lookup. And then from here, you will select the correct module. Okay. And it's important that you will also click on allow creating relationship specific modules. And the name can be, let's say, opportunity products. The idea here is that when you create the relationship, it will create another module that assigning the ID of the opportunity and the ID of the related module. And then if in the future you will need to have some Zoho analytics or something done, this table will be used, because without this table, you have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, once you do that, you will have those two multi-select lookups. If I will go now to the opportunities, you will have here the multi-select.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll click on edit. And now you can select as many as you want. Okay, so you can have many.
Mm-hmm.
So this is your only option, because you can go also with a multi-select. Okay. The only problem is that when you are loading the different values, you will have up to 500. And this is where I got stuck.
Right.
We created the full system, integrations, web interfaces, insane system, but no one told us that it's up to 500 values. And when we reached the 501 service, we got stuck and we had to rebuild the entire system, because it was all built on crap.
Yeah, well, I like your module system better anyway, because we can put the subcontractor's name, phone number, address, all that information in individual records. So it just
That's right.
Makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, so that's probably the way to go. And if you have also the this linkage module, it will also allow you to have reporting, which also here no one told us. And talking about before I even was a Zoho partner, no one told us about that as well. So we had like a bumpy ride with all the everything related to the services business. So we need to have this one as well.
Wonderful.
Okay.
That's very, very helpful. Thank you so much, Lior.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too.
Okay, let's remove that. And perfect. Okay, next. Let's see who's else. Mr. Daniel. Long time. I didn't see you, Mr. Daniel. Okay, your mic is open.
Yeah, long time here in
Mr.
Spain.
Daniel, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. Good to hear you in direct. I always follow you, and it's nice to be here. And
Good to have you. How is Spain?
yeah, now we have a lot of work. It's also in the summer. It's always people are going crazy to buy properties in Mallorca,
Yes.
and we have a lot to do with them, and we are very happy.
In Palma de Mallorca?
In Palma de Mallorca, yes.
Beautiful place.
Yeah, I recommend.
Me too.
When you're next time here, we met.
You in Palma?
Yeah, in Palma.
I'm there at least once a year, so I'll probably see you.
Cool. Would be
Perfect.
great.
Okay, Daniel, how can I help you, my friend?
Yeah, I'm now the new fan of Zoho Forms. It's really great and no coding, really good experience. And I want to use the same form in 3 websites, different websites.
Yes.
But I want to know in the CRM form which website the lead was created. And I didn't.
You came to the right place, my friend. Okay. So if you go to settings, you go to field alias. You see that you have your set field alias?
Yes.
Okay. And let's go first to the builder. We'll create another single line. We're going to call it, whenever it loads, come on. I have your security system that's driving me nuts, but it's keeping me safe, so take some time. Okay, so we have here the website. This is a mandatory field, and it's hidden, okay? In your case, maybe you don't want to have mandatory, but hidden for sure you want. Good. And now, just so I can show you how it works, I will remove the hidden. Just so you can see it, but in your case, it will be hidden. Now I am going to the field alias. I am setting the website field and I'm giving it an alias, and you will see in a second what it means. I'm giving it an alias name website. We're good until here? Next, I'm going to share. I'm copying the link, or if you want the shortened link, it doesn't matter. Okay. Now, if I just load this page, the page will have website, company, multi-line. If at the end, I will have a question mark, website equals amazingbusinessresults.com, now it will be preloaded here.
Yeah, this I saw in your last video, but it is embedded on a WordPress site, so it's
fine. No problem.
Same.
It's on the website. So if you go to the website and you have the form,
no coding.
okay, so this is the form, you see? Okay, so this is a Zoho form, as you can see. You have here different fields. So you have here first name, last name, phone number, and so on. You will have one more that will be an hidden field. And the hidden field, like here, you see? So I'm tracking, for example, where people coming from. I'm tracking the Google ID because I have some advertisement on Google that we are experimenting all the time. So we are tracking the campaign that is coming from, the URL. We know everything that's going on our forms. and we are tracking it. So on our side, we also have hidden fields. In your case, you will have an hidden field with a website, and it will be pre-filled with the value of your existing website. Is that making sense?
Automatically, or do I have to change the embed code?
Oh, it's just an embed. No problem. We'll take care of you as well. There is a solution for everything. So if we go to the embed, you see this piece of code? Good. So you go into your website and you put it like that, right? Right? You put it on the code like that.
Yeah, and something like this. Yeah, you embed it in this HTML.
Wait. Let's go to inspect. I think with the inspect, I can make some changes here. I'm not a web developer, but I did 1,000 years ago. Edit as HTML. Yeah, you see, I just injected here this iframe. In your case, you will need to have, you see this URL in the embed. You see?
Oh, okay.
So you just pipe to the end
and
whatever you want. And sorry, question mark
website
equals and the website. So on each website you will have one of those.
Easy. Okay.
Easy.
Wow.
I told you it's easy. Come on, Daniel, it's easy.
So nice. Thank you.
Okay.
Super. That's really cool, because I was having nightmares if this is not possible to copy and everything. Oh, so this is
just
easy.
Talk to me, my friend. Everything is possible. Easy.
Nice.
Okay.
See you next.
See you next, my friend. Bye-bye. Okay. Let's go to Robert Burek. Robert, where are you? You are okay. Robert, your mic is open.
Hi, Leo. How are you?
How are you, sir?
Not too bad. Actually, very, very busy. That's why I didn't have a chance to schedule a session with you yet.
No problem.
Gotta make some money first.
Absolutely.
Question. We're stuck on the quotation template. We have a template that's been designed in using the inventory. For some reason, somebody help us do that using the inventory templates. Now I'm trying to use mail merge because we have a nice form that we designed, and I'm trying. It's been done in MS Word. First of all, we're having some trouble adding the fields into it, but that probably is going to be a little bit, would take a little bit too long for this session. So we'll address it individually. But when I added that form to mail merge with small changes, adding some fields and so on, I don't see, when I view the quote then, and I want to preview the quote template, I don't see that mail merge template form in the template list under the quotes.
So wait, so you have you want to see the inventory templates under the mail merge?
I want to see the mail merge. We added, we created a document in MS Word that we want to use as our template for quotations.
Okay, very good.
And so I did add this form. I uploaded it here, where you are now.
Yes, you clicked here on this button, right?
That's right. That's right. It is.
Chose file, and you chose the right file.
Yes. It is an MS Word form. So I'm not sure if it's better if we change it to Zoho Write, if it makes it any easier. No?
No, the only thing that I can think of, it's just you have more than 5 megabytes of the file is more than 5 megabytes. That's probably what's going on. Otherwise,
it allowed me to upload and it allowed me to make changes to it.
So you saw the document and you made changes on it.
Yes, but then when I go into my quotes and I select one of the quotes and I want to preview.
Wait. So let's 1 second. Yeah. When you created your mail merge, it asked you for the module. Yes. There is no quotes module.
Yeah, so I selected accounts. Quotes is my custom module, I guess.
Good. So if you will go to the account, and from the account, you will go to send mail merge, then you will see here the template.
Oh, so I can't add a mail merge template to a custom module.
No, you are limited with what you can do with mail merge.
Oh, I see.
So you have the mail merge, you have just those 4. Leads, contacts, accounts, and opportunities. The most common will be probably opportunities, because when you're sending a mail merge, usually it's for a deal or a client.
Oh, so that answers my question. So I'm limited. For custom modules, I'm limited to either, so I can't use mail merge form in custom module.
You're correct.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Workaround?
Expensive. Leave it. You don't want it. Stay with those 4. The other options are expensive. No need.
Okay, you answered my question. Thank you.
Save the money. Thanks. Okay, let's check it out. We have some questions. Katrina, I saw you raised your hand before. Katrina, your mic is open.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Thank you. Good to be here, as always.
Same here. How's everything with you?
Everything is great. Your system works perfectly. It just amazes me every time.
I'm happy to hear it.
Yeah. Thank you for your help.
No problem.
Lior, actually, what Alexei was asking one question regarding Canva, and I think I got my answer, because I didn't know how. Yeah, I couldn't figure out. I created Canva in templates, but I couldn't figure out how to use it on contacts, on leads.
How to see it.
But now I know it's down at the page, and it's pretty much cleared out for me.
Okay, fantastic. Very good.
Yeah. So I'm all good for now.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a beautiful day.
You too, Lior. I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.
Absolutely. Bye-bye. So we don't have any more questions for today. We'll end up the session 7 minutes before time. So guys, thank you very, very much for staying with me. I hope I was able to give you some value today. I will see you next week, Wednesday, 10 a.m. Bye-bye.